Cast.
Welcome back, everybody. Unfortunately, we're starting off with some not so good news. We're looking at our health index high for trees, mold, and weeds, and only moderate for grasses. And this is all courtesy of Texan Allergy and Dr. Paul Fulmer. You can visit their website, texanallergy.com. Now, looking at our almanac from yesterday, another day of warm temperatures, more 80s, short of our records, though. That's good news there. 86 degrees, well above our average of 75, record of 92 yesterday, but way, way, way above average for our low, 57 compared to 49. Now, let's talk about something we haven't talked about in a while. Let's talk about some droughts. We are seeing them appear in Midland County, many areas throughout the Central Basin, seeing some drought conditions, but only dry conditions. So this is very not too severe right now, but we're going to have to follow this. But this is also, keep in mind, this is well expected for this time of year. This is one of the drier times of the year, but fortunately we saw a lot of rain over the summer, so drought conditions not as bad as one might expect heading into the November months. Now, we got some clouds right now throughout the basin, definitely different from yesterday. Didn't see too many clouds the last couple of days, but we're starting to see them, and we're going to continue to see them, but then we'll start to clear up later on in the week. And we have this low pressure that's giving us some clouds, not really giving us any rain though, and you see those high pressures over in the Colorado area, but the rest of the Lone Star State looking clear once again. Temperatures right now seeing some 60s throughout the basin. We are seeing a couple 50s. You see Hobbs and Seminole, also down in Alpine, but still hanging on to those 70s down in Presidio, in the high 60s in the Big Bend, low 60s over in Dryden, with some winds. See 12-mile-an-hour wind speeds over in Wing. Calm down along the border, 7 miles an hour here in Odessa and the Tall City, with not really much going on in terms of our wind gust. But we are seeing a good amount of humidity out to the eastern portion of the basin, but the dry line starts to form the farther west you head. You can see those 31% readings all the way over in El Paso. And looking at our day part forecast, we got some more warm temperatures on the way, low 60s in the morning hours, 72 by noon, 82 by 5 p.m. and then dropping down into the 70s by 8 p.m. So quite a difference from yesterday. We have a warmer start to the day, but when we get into the afternoon, we'll actually be seeing cooler conditions than we saw yesterday. So they kind of just switched positions right there. Going into our northern basin temperatures for today, we're hitting the 80s once again in most areas. Jow, you can see 83, Lovington at 80. Hobbs at 80, Carlsbad at 84, Artesia 83 for the high today, Andrews at 82, at Big Spring at 80 degrees. But Seminole and Lamesa, they're going to stay in the 70s today. So some very good news to our friends up in the north, and then Central Basin only getting as high as 82 in Odessa, Midland today. So not bad at all. 82 in Crane, 85 in Grand Falls, 80 in Rankin. Then we're going to stay in the 70s, Garden City, Cope Ranch, and Big Lake. So an absolutely gorgeous day ahead of us in many areas. Pecos, 81 in Bakersfield, 81 in Iran, 80 in Sheffield, 80 in Sanderson. Fort Stockton and Pecos, though, could get up into the mid-80s today, with going into the mountains staying in the 70s. Pine Springs, Fort Davis, so 2 days in a row, Pine Springs is going to stay in the 70s, but back up into those high 80s, though, in Presidio, and the low 80s expected for the high today in Valentine, Marfa, and in Alpine. And looking at our 7-day forecast, more gorgeous temperatures on the way. Today a little bit better than yesterday, some might say, because we're down into the low 80s for our highs. We'll get back up near that mid-80 degree mark for tomorrow, but we're going to stay in the 80s, continuing all the way into next week. More sunny skies, but we'll see a little bit more cloud coverage today, so that should keep our temperatures cooler than yesterday. So, you know, we got a warmer morning today, but we have a cooler afternoon, so I'd take the switch.
I take the switch too. I agree. I don't know. I like my crisp mornings, but we're inside all morning, so.
Yes, and it's also inconvenient when you have to pack a jacket, just knowing that it's going to be scorching hot later. Well, not scorching hot, but warmer later on in the day. Then you're like, oh man, I had to carry this thing around for no reason.
Exactly. All right. So today, not the case.
No.
I like it. Ryan, thanks. Well, Donald